Hey guys, hope you're well. It's Alessio. So I'm sure you're wondering what's happening on the chart of Tesla. I haven't covered Tesla for quite a few months, so let's talk about it. Join me. Alright guys, welcome back. So it's been quite a while since I mentioned Tesla, so I want to cover the charts and tell you what I think is happening and what my expectations are for Tesla stock in the next several weeks and months. By the way, I'm making this video on a ferry. I'm currently traveling on this ship from Portsmouth, UK to Jersey. A beautiful view here behind me, as you can see, the sea, just amazing, and nice weather here in the English Canal as I'm just about a few hours away from Jersey, the Jersey Island. Anyway, here's what I want to talk about in regards to Tesla. By the way, as I'm sure you've probably heard, there was some recent bad news about Elon Musk's spaceship launch, which I'm sure you've heard about, and that caused a lot of negativity and pessimism, obviously, as I'm sure you're probably aware. But regarding Tesla stock itself, I think this chart is absolutely fascinating. First of all, just give you some context. You may be aware that last year, in late December of last year, when Tesla stock was collapsing, it was literally in free fall. And again, it was crashing really hard. I remember at the time a lot of people on social media were very pessimistic and scared about Tesla, and they said Tesla would never recover, it would never bounce back. And of course, I took the exact opposite view, as you may remember. I said that Tesla is approaching a major turning point, a likely bottom very soon, as it was reaching the 110, nearly the 100 region there. And I said I was looking for a bounce, a big bounce on Tesla. Here's a clip.
Notice the levels we're coming to. We're coming to the 38.2%. That's the orange level on my chart. 38.2% Fibonacci retracement, as I'm sure you know. These numbers, these levels, happen to have a special significance in nature. This entire range is what I'm looking at with great interest, okay, for a potential C-wave projection. So I'm looking, basically what I'm saying here is, as the price of Tesla is dropping here, I think this is a level that's going to be very important for Tesla. And I think it's quite probable we may see some kind of a potential reversion to the mean, a bounce from some of these levels, from one of these levels. Again, I'm not saying it's a certainty. It could go lower than this. It's always possible. As we know, markets are unpredictable and again, uncertain. But I think given the probabilities, I would not be surprised to see some kind of a reversion to the mean or a bounce from one of these levels. But I think given how Tesla has been dropping and given the waterfall decline nature of it, I do think we are getting very close to potential capitulation or indeed some kind of a major inflection point or reversal in the price of Tesla soon. In the coming days or weeks, especially as we're getting close to these support levels there.
All right, guys, and of course, when Tesla bounced and rallied hard, I said the next resistance on Tesla was going to be between 174 to about the 200, 205 region. And I said that would be a critical resistance on Tesla, and we could see another pullback or drop from that level. In fact, here's a clip.
But the next level of resistance, you can see the red line is the 61.8% golden ratio retracement there. There it is. That's about 204. And that's the 61.8% retracement from these highs, from the highs of September to the lows of January 2023. Okay, so in other words, that gives us the golden ratio, 61.8%. I think it's a logarithmic retracement, by the way, at that level, 204. So we have a merging of at least two levels meeting us there. I like when these levels merge, 204, 205. So in other words, I'm looking. First target, my first projection is for the first likely resistance is about this region, 174 to 182. And let's say we get a pullback and if we break out higher again, then I think that would be our next major resistance, 204, 205. Okay, so those are the levels that I think could get tested in the coming weeks. I should say though, I think a pullback or retracement is coming. So I'm not saying the price of Tesla is just going to keep going up and up and up without a retracement or some kind of pullback. I think pullbacks are quite probable.
Now, of course, Tesla did go slightly above those levels that I mentioned in the video, but in any case, Tesla has managed to now hit those resistance levels and pull back in a nice corrective structure since we hit those resistance levels near the 200 region there. So what I'm seeing on the chart of Tesla at the moment is, in my view, a nice ABC corrective structure. Now, this is why Elliott wave theory can be very helpful, because what we can see right now is after we hit the February highs on Tesla, it seems the stock has now put in an A wave down, B wave bounce, a B wave rally, and a C wave decline. In other words, an ABC correction, an ABC corrective structure. And that means Tesla has likely bottomed, as we said it did back in December of last year. But in my view, the structure I'm seeing on the chart of Tesla, this ABC corrective structure, further increases the probability that a bottom is in for Tesla. I think as long as we stay above, as long as Tesla stays above 120, I think it's quite likely that Tesla not only has bottomed, but we could see further upside, more upside in the next several weeks and months. So I think Tesla at the moment is forming what appears to be a C wave, the C wave of this ABC corrective structure. And I think once Tesla stock gets above the 180 or 185 region on the chart, then the odds increase that this correction has ended, is completed, and we could start the next major rally above the 210, 220 region. And I think perhaps by the end of this year, in the next several months, we could see something along the lines of 225, 275 on Tesla, likely by the end of this year. I think once we get that nice bounce and rally above the 180, 185 to confirm that this correction has ended and completed. And in any case, my higher probability is that Tesla has bottomed, and as long as we stay above 120, I think this ABC structure is likely to complete and end in the next several weeks and months, and then start the next major rally to much higher levels. Again, as I mentioned, towards 250 and potentially 275 by the end of this year. All right, guys, hope this video has helped. Thank you very much indeed. Bye for now.